Well, first of all, apologies for the video being a bit later tonight, guys. Excuse me. I did make it once, an hour or two ago, but I had problems rendering it. It kept showing a completely different part of the screen than I thought I'd recorded, which is, in theory, impossible. But nevertheless, it was there. Also, I was having a proper rant and a temper tantrum in the first one because of the judging. So I've been out at a drive, calmed down a bit, and I thought, right, let's have another attempt then. So where was I? Zone 3, and a good solid Zone 3 too, right between Zone 2 and Zone 4. I mean, look at it, I'm halfway between the two. I'm not even on the edge of Zone 2. What do I think of this? Atrocious, absurd, ridiculous, if I'm honest. Now, you may remember last week's videos where, well, Saturday, the update video, the majority, probably 80% of our guys that had submitted crosses had gone more or less in a straight line up there. And that's usually a good reflection of what people think. So I certainly didn't think it would be that far over to the right. I did think they'd want to get it away from the hotspot being that line there. But I certainly didn't think it'd be that far. I mean, let's have a look at the judging. I have looked at the judging, obviously, because I've done a video once. Right, this is the end result of the judging. They didn't take any out. There's 8 judges. Now, if anything, I'm a bit surprised that they all went that far to the right in a cluster. Apart from this odd one up here on the top right here. Now, they've left this in. Now, any other week, I think they would have left that out because the other cluster is down here. So, on the one respect, I'm surprised they left it in. On the other hand, I'm not, because it pulls it further away from where we said the hotspot was. So yeah, I can see why they would have left that in. Although I don't usually watch the judges because they talk mainly bollocks, but I think they voted on this to keep this one in. But personally, I would have taken it out and gone by what you do most weeks rather than have a vote on it. So I'm not particularly impressed with the judging this week. I got to be honest, I only play and only have played the free ticket for months. I do, and the only reason I play it is because I buy 2 tickets on the midweek lifestyle game for one of the campers every week, which costs me a fiver. So over 4 weeks, I spend 20 quid. That gives me a free ticket. That's the only reason I play it. I have toyed with the idea in the last week or two of giving up BOTB altogether because I've just lost my enthusiasm for it now. I'm not happy with the judging. I'm not happy with some of the stunts they've pulled over the spend £10, get £5 credit back. The sneakiness of, hiding the rules and regulations of it and everything, making it difficult to find. I'm just sort of really danted with it lately. So I'm going to have to decide now whether I'm going to continue in the new year or whether I'm going to give up after this week. And have a New Year's resolution not to play it anymore, because there's other games to play. I play on Revcomps because I won on there. I sometimes have a dabble on the giveaway guys, 7 days performance, Dream car giveaways, Aspire comps. I do have a dabble on a couple of them, not as much as Revcomps obviously, and I always play this one every week, BOTB, but I'm really toying with the idea now. I've played it for 3 years, and I'm toying the idea of giving it up altogether, spending my money elsewhere. But let's have a look at this week's picture. So there's my first coordinate of the week. Why have I gone there? Well, I don't think this guy's looking horizontal. I think he's looking up slightly. So I've put my first one there at the moment. Looking at his eyes, could be looking a bit higher. So, may go higher later in the week. This guy looks as though he's looking quite steep, to be honest. So I've gone there at the moment. He might be looking a bit steeper. So I could be way out on this first cross. But that's where I am for my first cross, before I have a closer look and start jiggling it about. So I'll put my coordinate in the comments. So if you all leave a coordinate for this week, and you've been great lately, guys, thank you. We've been having between 16 and 20 crosses, which has been great because we get a good average then, even though the average this week turned out to be terrible. Well, I think the average was good, actually. I think the judging was terrible, and I don't usually criticise the judging that much, but I think this week it was way off. So that coordinate there is 23921291. I'll put that as the first. Leave me a coordinate. We make another one on Saturday, which may be the last one for this. Well, it will be the last one for this year, but it may be the last one ever. Who knows? I'll have to have a think about it, and we'll see what happens on Saturday. So Revcomps then. I wasn't sure what I wanted to go for on these, even though there's lots of prizes on there and it's going to be a big draw tomorrow night. I wanted to be on something. Now, normally I'll do 2 or 3 tickets on a car, but I wanted to spread it out this week because there was nothing particularly I was after. So I did give in and go one on this Lambo and Mercedes combo, only because the cash alternative is 275,000. I mean, how can you turn that down? Got to be in it to win it. That's selling well. That's £200 a ticket, that RS6 Audi. Audi Q8, didn't fancy that, too big for me. Audi Q3, yeah, that's quite nice. I had a ticket on that. This looks like a great laugh. Ford Focus ST. They're fast and handy cars to have, being an estate car. So I got a ticket on that. And I got a ticket on the motorhome. I didn't get one on the Audi because it was a 3-litre V6, too thirsty. Big truck, too thirsty. I did toy with the idea of the BMW M135i. That's a 2-litre turbo. It's really quick. I think the 0 to 60 and that's about 4.5 seconds. 4-wheel drive as well. Toyed with it and then changed my mind. Didn't bother. Didn't bother with the Kia Stinger either. Although I watched a few videos of those last year. Salamandrin did one, somebody else did one, and it's actually a cracking car, but I don't know, it just doesn't appeal to me. So let me know how you got on, guys, because I don't think many of us would have done that well this week. I mean, congratulations to the winner for going where he went. But the majority of us were much further to the left than where the winning cross was this week. So leave a coordinate. I'll make another video on Saturday. And good luck and enjoy the rest of your Christmas week if you're off. Cheers, everyone.